Yep, just when we thought it was over and we thought, we have all this COVID stuff behind us, the variants behind us. Next thing you know, another variant's popping up. And this variant right now is make a lot of move right now because it's moving very fast and it's very, very highly contagious and it's affecting a lot of people. So I'm about to get into this story actually by today.com, and I'm going to get into some more story about this variant and learn some more about this variant because a lot of people, especially during this holiday time, a lot of events going on, a lot of crowded areas. So recently, a lot of people, especially in the Northeast, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Philadelphia, that whole area, the tri-state area, a lot of people are being affected. So let me get into this computer and give you all a little bit more about it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so now I'm in the computer. Let me get into the story and give you some more details about the story. And it's coming from today.com. And you can also probably find a link at msn.com as well. And it's by Carolyn Key. Now, a new COVID variant is spreading fast in the U.S. These are its most common symptoms. So right now, all eyes are on COVID variant JN.1, a heavily mutated new variant that has swept the United States in recent weeks. And with the country yet to hit peak respiratory virus season, you can expect to see more cases of the new variant in the upcoming weeks because, we got flu season, we got a lot of colds, and this variant is something different. So the JN.1 is now the fastest growing variant in the country, according to the U.S. Centers of Diseases Control and Prevention. It currently accounts for more than 1/5 of all infections in the U.S. So all virus infection accounts for 1/5 of all COVID reported infection. The HV1 subvariant is still the dominant strain right now, but JN.1, all these numbers is crazy, right? JN.1 is not far behind during the 2 weeks period ending on December 9th. And nope, after December 9th, it came back even more. And HV1 accounted for about 30% COVID-19 cases in the U.S. per the CDC latest estimate. JN1 was the second most prevalent strain, making up about 21% of the cases following the EG.5. Yeah, so it's a lot of variant, a lot of different numbers. Not exactly sure which one is the worst, but right now they said that JN1 is getting up there and it's becoming a lot of problem. Scientists are closely monitoring this JN1, which has sparked some concerns due to the rapid growth rate and large number of mutation. However, the new variant is closely related to the strain we've seen before. It's a direct offshoot of BA.2.86, aka Parola, which has been spreading in the US since the summer, and JN1 has now more mutation compared to its parent strain BA.2.86, which has more than 30 mutations that set it apart from Omicron. I remember Omicron, XBB.1.5 variant, and XBB.1.5 was the dominant strain for most of 2023. I remember they was talking about that Omicron. And now we got this JN1 is taking more leadership over that Omicron XBB.1.5. Wow. And the variants targeted updated COVID-19 vaccine. So they also said that the recent COVID-19 vaccine, it should be able to go up against this new recent strain. All of the most prevalent COVID-19 variant in the U.S. right now are descendants of Omicron, which began circulating in late 2021. Omicron came through late 2021 with a furor too, because by end of 2021, 2022, a lot of people was being affected. So I guess this one is a offspring of that. So we gotta be careful as well, because during the last weeks, JN1 has beat out many other variants, including the parental strain BA.2.86 as well as EG.5 or Eris and XBB.1.16 aka Arcturus. Man, there's a lot of different ones that was going on out there, huh? So the JN.1 growth comes as COVID hospitalization rise quickly, influenza continues to spread, and RSV actively is still high in many places according to a December 14th update from the CDC. The agency warned that at the end of the month, emergency rooms and hospitals could become strained, similar to last year, especially in the South. So the South, make sure y'all watch out, as well as the Northeast, because it's a big outbreak right now in the Northeast. Will JN.1 cause COVID-19 surge? Does JN1 have a different symptoms, or is it harder to detect COVID tests? Does it respond to vaccines and treatments? Here's what to expect about JN1 so far. So what is JN1? The new COVID-19 variant. So JN1 was the first detected in September of 2023, and it has been detected in at least 12 countries so far, including the US, according to the CDC. Just like the other newer variant, JN1 is part of the Omicron family. Think of the variants as children and grandchildren of Omicron. They are part of the same extended family, but they each have their own distinctive personalities, said Dr. William Schaffner, professor of infectious disease at the Vanderbilt University Medical Center, tells Today.com. JN1 descends from BA.2.86, which is sublineage of the Omicron BA.2 variant. As previously recorded, that's what set JN.1 and BA.2.86 apart from the other prevailing variant like HV.1 and EG.5, which descended from Omicron XBB. Wow, that's a lot of things going on here, huh? When its parent BA.2.86 emerged, everybody was worried because it had a lot of mutation and looked like it was going to evade a lot of the immunity from vaccines and infections population, says one of the doctors. JN1, however, picked up an additional mutation in the spike protein, says Picozas. I hope I'm saying that name right. Spike proteins help the virus latch onto human cells and play a crucial role in helping SARS-CoV-2 infect people, per the CDC. The mutation may affect JN1's immune escape properties. So let's get into some of the symptoms of JN.1. It's not known whether JN.1 causes different symptoms from other variants, according to the CDC. Right now, there's nothing that says that JN.1 infection is any different from previous COVID variant in terms of the disease severity or symptoms, but we're paying close attention. So some of the symptoms of JN1 appears to be similar to those caused by other strains, which include sore throat, congestion, runny nose, cough, fatigue, headache, muscle ache, fever or chills, definitely, and loss of sense or smell. So according to the CDC, the type of severity of symptoms a person experiences usually depends more on a person's underlying health and immunity rather than the variant which causes the infection. Is JN1 more transferable? One of the things these Omicron variants have in common is that they are highly contagious, and as new variants crop up, this seems to be as contagious or even more contagious than the previous variant, says Schaeffer. According to the CDC, the continued growth of JN.1 suggests that variant is either more transmissible or better off evading our immune system. Oh man. JN1 does not pose an increased public health risk compared to other variants currently in circulation, the CDC said, but it's just, it's very contagious. Will JN1 cause a surge? Right now, JN1 is increasing in terms of percentage of COVID-19 cases and is causing, and there's also been a slightly increase in the total number of cases. Test positively in early indicator of cases levels is one of the rise, says Philip. The rate increased by 11.5% in the past week per the CDC. So Do COVID tests detects JN.1? All COVID-19 diagnostic tests, including rapid antigen tests and the PCR test, are expected to be affected at detecting the JN.1 as well as other variant according to the CDC. Test is important tool to protect yourself and others from COVID-19, especially ahead of the holiday gathering, says Schaefer. So it definitely works. Those tests, those home tests, definitely work with this variant, and especially if you do it right. I believe the new COVID-19 does protect from this JN.1 along with other variants. So if you're vaccinated or if you plan on getting vaccine, it does protect, they said, against this variant and other variant. So how to protect yourself from JN.1? Every day, but especially during respiratory virus season, people can take these steps to protect themselves and others from COVID-19. So experts encourage everyone to stay up to date with COVID-19 vaccines, test if you have symptoms, isolate if you have COVID-19, avoid contact with sick people, improve ventilation, wear a mask in crowded indoor spaces, wash your hands with soap and water frequently, and hopefully that will help out. So once again, I got this report from the todays.com. You can also check out the report and get some more information. And I hope this report was a help to you, because you have to watch out for this new COVID variant that's out and about. That's very contagious right now, and it has most of the symptoms as other variants. So once again, it's Andy D. Hope you got some value out of this. I'll talk to you next time. Peace.